Hey, it's your best friend the Rhino for Survival Skills 101 tip of the day. I'm going to talk about violence during an apocalyptic situation or a disaster scenario. I'm going to tell you that you can pretty much count that there's going to be some kind of violence in situations like that. Now, if it's only temporary, rule of law will stick around and people will do the right thing. But if things drastically break down, where we're at 30, 60, 100 days without law enforcement, medical, or any government supervision, then you can bet that people will start ganging up together and they'll do some mischief, I assure you of that. Especially when the stores only have a 3-day supply of food and people can't get food or they can't get water. They're going to start stealing, looting, doing whatever they need to do, and a lot of times that means violence upon you. So you need to prepare for those things. Here's one thing the one reason why I think violence will break out in one of these kind of disaster scenarios that last for a month or more. A lot of people are on drugs to keep themselves stable because they have some kind of mental problem. I don't know, multiple personality disorder. You've seen these people. Even kids are on Ritalin. And after about 30 days, which is all people have for medication, as a supply for medication, that runs out, they're going to start doing some weird things. And they're going to start maybe doing violence on people because they can't control themselves. It's a very disturbing thought, but one that I'm almost guaranteeing is going to happen. And you think about how many people are on medication and what they'll do when their medication runs out. So one of the things is we need to have firearms. And I feel sorry for those countries that don't have firearms. But here in the United States, we need to keep our firearms. So don't let the government take your firearms. Secondly, what good's a firearm if you don't have training? If you can't shoot and hit whatever you want to hit, you need to take some training. So be sure you take some training somewhere. Get focused on becoming the best shooter you possibly can. And think about those safety issues with firearms. Do your kids know about firearms? Because in a disaster scenario, security is going to be vitally important. And if you don't have firearms, you're already down 1 or 2 pegs. Because those bad people, the people that are causing the problems, they're going to have firearms because criminals always do. So be sure that you take care of yourself. Get some firearms training. Be prepared for violence during a disaster.